Okay, let's see if I can get that in focus. First thing we do is take 2331 flux and just kind of juice the board and the parts. Okay. Grab the soldering iron. See if I can do this under camera. Okay, notice that I'm just using the reflow that's on the board. It came with when the manufacturer using Hassel. Notice how now the part is stuck on there. Okay, let's go for the 20. And as you tack these parts down, then you'll have more room to work in. Notice I've already messed up a few of them, so I'll just get the one that's right side up. Let's go for the 20 ohm. Okay. Oops. So what you do is you lift up with the tweezers, and if it doesn't budge, then you've obviously tacked it down. Okay, now let's get the 150 over here. Let's tack down one of these 0.1s. Okay, this 0.1. Let's go over here. And what I like to do is orient the printed circuit board so that it makes it where I can just come in from the left with the soldering tip. Okay, almost there. Just wanted to show the general technique. So you get out your circuit board, lay the parts down, tack one side of each part. I haven't done the IC yet, but I'll show you. Now the integrated circuit. We'll line up the pads. And we'll tack them down. Okay, oops. Yeah, that happens. Okay, let's try again. See if one of these stuck. They did, and more than likely the other side sucks. That's the nice thing about the wide spacing on this particular part. Seeing wide spacing, I can barely see the pads. Well, yeah, it's all relative. I remember the first time I wanted to solder one of these tiny ICs. It actually looked impossible. I thought, why, how in the world can that even happen? Guess what? It's quite doable. I'll reposition this part because I didn't give myself enough pad. I'm demonstrating the potential horrors of horrors when you flip a part like that. Is once you've put solder flux, it rather obscures the pin 1 marking on these ICs. So when you accidentally get one on its head, now you ideally have kept track of what's been going on. And you put it back the way it belongs. Alright, now that we've tacked these down, I'm going to notice that this part here, this capacitor slightly off to the side. It happens, and that's not ideal, and sometimes you're trading off soldering accuracy for just getting the thing put together so you can test it, see if your circuit works, and you can go on for there. Okay, now I'm going to grab 2331 core solder, and now we're going to tack the other sides. Notice how important it is to have this, you can't see it, but I got this weight. It's just a chunk of lead I cast, and it provides a little backdrop so when I push the soldering iron against the board, it doesn't go flying away. Okay, I'm going to fix that other guy. Now, notice that even though these are tacked down, these resistors and caps, I'm going to go ahead and redo them. Another nice thing is that when you do that, if perchance you didn't really connect the other side properly, your part will go flying away from you. And you'll know that you need to redo that. So I'm going to position the weight on this side, which probably is going to, oh, it didn't, all right? I'm going to grab this guy. Move it a little nicer. And nail it down. And then we'll get the IC. Flip the printed circuit board around, get the other side. Notice it's a little tricky getting those pads equidistant when you're trying to record this for YouTube consumption, so I hope you bear with me on that. And there you have it. I'm going to wash this board and then show it to you even though I haven't finished it. So here's our circuit board partially complete. One of the things to notice is, well, for one, I didn't tack down that cap right there. You notice the general clean appearance. That's what I like about the 2331 flux and solder system. You take a soft toothbrush, put it under the faucet, scrub it down, then put it on the a dryer vent somewhere or a heater vent and let it dry out, and you get some pretty clean soldering. Now notice, now I got in a hurry here. There's some residue right there around that cap, and I missed this trace and this trace for these two IC pins. Weren't quite soldered to the same quality, but mind you, I got layers of paraphernalia between me and the soldering when I was doing this. So, but I really like the 2331 flux system, and I think if you try it, you'll like it too. Bye.